my goal is, yes, make it in the Olympics to make BMX look cool. First started, I had no idea anything about the license or nothing. So I said, I'm just going to sign up as a USA rider just to get a license, just to ride this weekend. And that's what I did. The year went by and I still hadn't read the rule book or nothing.
How dare you?
You read the rule book?
The rule book with everything, with all this stuff. Like, why do I even need a license? Like, I had no idea. So I said, okay, got a license, registered as a USA rider.
Yeah, right. Imagine, thou shalt not.
and I didn't know. They're like, oh, you should switch for Mexico because most countries are only going to get one spot anyways. There's only 9 spots available. Japan gets 1 because they're hosting country. So that means there's 8 spots available. Highest scoring country gets 2 spots. That's if there
America,
is
USA.
Yeah, so
or
USA
England.
and Australia are in first and second right now, tying or whatever. And I switched over to Mexico at the beginning of last year. Hiroshima was the first contest I rode for Mexico. And I had a lot of trouble because I didn't know if Mexico was even going to support me. My dad said, look, with BMX being so new in the Olympics, the country isn't going to support you how you would expect them. Like, do this for you, do this for your personal joy and personal goals. Like I said, well, he said, you want to ride in the Olympics? I said, hell yeah, the opportunity's there. A lot of guys close their doors straight away saying like, well, I'm not good enough at doing park tricks. I'm not good enough. I've never ridden a feast before. And it's like, I don't even think I can make a final there. So they don't even bother going. So they don't even try. But then you have a few wild cards, like Dennis would show up and win one. And it's like, dude, ride these contests. Yeah. And I understand why he doesn't ride them all the time. I get it, but then there's Jason Watson, Boyd Hilder, who would just show up just to party all week and ride and make finals. And their stuff was super different. It was incredible. You know what I mean? But they don't see themselves like, I don't even care. Like, I'm not even going to try to ride that. So it's like they see that door shut for themselves, or they shut that door themselves.
I mean,
and
to
like,
those
walk
guys'
around,
defense, I was there with them in France, and it was just crazy. Like, Boyd got a flat, I got a flat.
Oh,
it's like,
yeah,
boom,
it was
he
like the
runs
worst
over.
of luck, and they're like,
And
oh.
Jason had fun, but he was like, I'm not, this is
It's
too
not what
structured.
you want. At the end of the day, you pick your battles, like I said. And
The fact that Jason even rode a feast event is
He
hilarious.
did amazing, too.
Oh, I saw it.
Incredible,
Yeah, it was incredible.
amazing.
Of course
the
it
whole Montpellier, he was like the star, like mini ramp.
Killed it in mini ramp.
Everything.
Like,
Him and Boyd.
Yeah.
Boyd won street. Like, they were just like killing that damn
Of course.
action sports festival.
but when it goes to that, I rode a few of those contests, and it was like, obviously I saw the pressure everyone was getting, and it like bummed me out to see a lot of my friends be super hard on themselves, like, because like now it's time. Now countries are getting picked. Now spots are being thrown out at you, and I rode Hiroshima last year and qualified top 5. Ended up in 4th place, and like I got Mexico into like 13th. And Mexico I think had gotten a few points from a few of my friends, Pavel Marquez and Netzer Parada. They're like 2 of my good friends from Guadalajara, and they went to a FES in Canada one year and got points for the country. That was the only reason why the country was even up there. So first contest I ride Hiroshima, get 4th place, throw Mexico in the top 15. And I said, wow, like the opportunity's here. Like I'm going to walk straight through this door and I'm going to do everything I can to make it happen, but I'm not going to kill myself over it. Like the Olympics were never on my life, on my mental path. Maybe they're on my that maybe they're on my cards in life, but it was never like a goal of me I want to be an Olympic athlete. It was never in BMX. No one wanted to be, and it's like that mentality came to me like, well, I'm going to try. It doesn't hurt to try. And a lot of guys aren't trying. Like the least you can do in life is to try. Like you never know if you can do something if you don't try. So
Are you looking at Dennis when you say that?
I'm looking at you.
you guys
This whole thing is to get you into fees.
You get a podcast and you don't even try. So the opportunity came upon and I said, well, one country gets a spot. If I qualify Mexico into the top 9 countries, then I would be the first pick.
Yeah.
I'm going. Let's get it done. Went to Hiroshima, got 4th, got Mexico in the top 15. Throughout the year, I went to to Chengdu this last summer. This last November, I mean. And got Mexico into 10th place. So like I'm technically only 2 spots away. And so I was like, wow.
How are you doing that by yourself? Don't you need 2 people?
You need 2. Well, they take the 2 highest scores from every country. So I don't necessarily need a second person. It would have helped if I had someone.
Because like probably the bottom 5 countries only have.
Okay.
So like Darius doesn't have another rider. Kenneth doesn't have another. Oh, he does now, but like
Marin probably doesn't.
Marin doesn't have
He's
another
doing good.
rider. So and Marin's
it's almost harder to be in like the front 5 countries because then
there's too many.
There's
And
too
so,
many
like,
good dudes. That's crazy.
If I would have rode for the
so
US,
you guys are doing it and getting in the top 10 right now with one dude.
Yeah. And so
That's
one
a
dude and the girl went to the
fucked
Pan
way
Am
of-
Games and
it's
got
not-
fourth. So she's like getting financial support, but she's never been to an actual feast before. So it's like
So does Mexico have your back now? Are they
Mexico's
support?
slow
Coming around.
That whole
slowly coming
system's
around and
crazy
supporting
because
me,
the
like we
Olympics
did.
like technically isn't going to be the top 10 dudes at all.
I know. Yeah.
It's going to be like
It should be
8. The top 8.
It's not
dude.
even the top 8 though, because you could be like, all right, the second place guy isn't even in there who has a
Oh,
second
yeah, well,
amount of
that's-
points, you know, or
Yeah.
unless their country gets 2 people, but maybe third place guy
You think of the guys that
can't
are
be in there
you know,
from England. Like say Ben Wallace is the third place ranked dude.
Oh, yeah.
but they only get one guy.
But
so it's like
the
Alex
20th
Colborne
place
and-
guy gets in there because his team had nice points.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
it's
And so it's a little
fucking
confusing.
dumb. Really, that is dumb.
It's super confusing for
That's
sure.
so negative,
And
Dennis.
I'm gonna give that one a negative
A
vibe
thumbs
right
down
there.
by
Thumbs
Dennis.
down. I would.
now it needs to be like 20 people in there or
Yeah,
something
and
like
I
that. Like
and I feel
10
like-
is just 10 for.
Well, you're
is just,
you're taking away the opportunity from guys like for example, if Dennis rode for the U.S., but first it's coach's pick at the end of the day. So
Yeah, I've heard
who's
a lot
number
of stuff
one?
about
Justin
that,
Dowell, Danny Sandoval, number 1 and 2 in the U.S. So if U.S. gets 2 spots, then both of those guys get in. But if not, they only get 1,
Yeah.
and it's the coach's job to pick who's the more.
and I'm friends with Ryan Nyquist.
There
Yeah,
you go.
and so if
he's
so
like,
Nyquist-
he's like, I choose Dennis.
Yeah.
so
He's like the girls' coach, but somehow he throws me in there.
You put Nyquist in the spot of, well, I have to pick one of these 2 incredible athletes that have been working their ass off all year
Yeah.
long,
Yeah.
or these last 2 years,
Yeah.
and I have to pick one because we didn't do good enough to get 2 spots. So it's like it's super hard. Where it's like maybe one guy had a potential chance of winning a medal, but wasn't good enough throughout the year, and the other guy was killing it all year, and
But
that
isn't that-
happened.
so
that
isn't
happened
that,
according to Raw.
It's really wild.
Isn't that happening with Brandon and Logan?
So yeah, so if
Like-
Australia doesn't get first place, then only one guy goes in. So who goes in?
And Brandon is currently leading with points, at least as far as I know.
That'd be the hardest pick, 'cause they
but
both-
It would be the
but
hardest
they-
pick because they can both
But
potentially.
they want Logan. They think Logan is more like
of a medal
consistent.
contingency.
That's what I've heard. I think my source for this is probably Brandon.
But it's like
So
if Brandon
I don't-
does that banger run, nobody can beat him right now.
Oh yeah,
Like
he
double
did.
flip
Hiroshima,
and 9.
Hiroshima,
is
he
one of the
did
best
contest runs ever.
He has this run for that
contest runs of
basic
all
course
time.
that's like, I don't know.
It reminded me
People are
that
beating
run
him.
reminded me of Brett, where it's like
Oh,
no
yeah.
one touched him. It's like
Yeah.
he won, and
I
there's
just
still
kept
8 guys to go.
Yeah, yeah. So what? So you're Mexico's currently in 10th,
We're in 10th place as
And
as in a country,
and then you have a couple more events now because of all the
so
COVID
yeah,
stuff.
so the COVID stuff completely canceled Hiroshima this year, and the potential Sichuan China contest that was in May. Sichuan.
That's a sauce. I don't know if it's a city.
And so there was, you know, after November when I got thrown into 10th place, I was like, wow, like if I really polish up a few things and work on a few other things and work on
Get
my
that
health,
flip triple whip.
and like I was saying before, like go to the gym and get a trainer and really like work on not getting tired. Like the only reason I mess up is because I get tired. And
Yeah.
so I told Dennis this before, like I'm tired of getting tired. I'm going to work on that. So I mentally threw myself in that, you know, on that path of I want to mentally and physically be stronger. So when I do show up to this contest, I just feel good and ready, you know? And so I was mentally ready and physically preparing myself to go to Hiroshima and try to qualify and to potentially make it in. But
You should have moved to North Carolina for sure.
dude,
That looks fun.
that's cool. They're all riding.
It's
together, but they're all
crazy. It's
gonna
what a
compete against
crazy
each other.
scene.
Yeah.
No, it's because Paris moved from San Diego,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like
different
oh,
team.
like you
Giselle,
have,
man, through
but
everybody's eyes.
San Diego has the USA Olympic facility.
Yeah.
They built a feast course that nobody has ridden.
Did they?
It's done. Yeah, it's done.
What?
Nyquist
How do we
didn't-
get in there?
Yeah.
in February or March, right before COVID, Nyquist
Gotta
came
work on
down
that
and
coach's
built
pick.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They won't let
and
me
then
ride 'em
they,
from
and then
another
nobody
country.
ever ridden. Nobody's ridden. It's been sitting there for 3 months.
Wow.
It's insane. So there's
that's
literally a
news to
feast
me.
course 15
And it's
minutes
like-
from where we're at right
Wow.
now. Like,
Oh, cool.
So
I did
you
hear
can't go
about it,
because
yeah.
you're
I
on
ride
Team
for another
Mexico.
country. Yeah, sorry.
so-
I just ride Dennis's backyard.
yeah, that's better.
I'll just pay Dennis. I'll just have the federation pay Dennis.
There you go.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
You don't gotta pay me, but if a federation is, I'm down.
Yeah, not my money. Someone else's. Cool.
Yeah.
Hook a homie up.
No,
But,
so that
I'm
it's-
super close. So
Yeah.
I feel like mentally and physically, I want to be ready. So when the time does come, I can try my best to potentially make it in. And I think my goal is, yes, make it in the Olympics to make BMX look cool and to show that side of BMX. Like if
I
there's
would
gonna
would love for you to be in the
if
Olympics.
there's 9 dudes in
Seems
the
like you have
Olympics,
a
like
really close
they're
chance.
all they're all pretty similar style of riding, and I get to be thrown into that mix, and I get to bring a little bit of my style and flavor to the course. Like despite however it's gonna look, you know, who knows how basic it is. Like bring something different to the table, bring that energy and that positive mindset to the course, and
Yeah.
It's cool. Rim's like automatically.
Yeah,
invited.
he's automatically.
He's like
and he earned
the
his
dude
spot,
is very
so
different.
That story's crazy. Like Japan gets one card automatically, and he's like, hell no, I'm gonna work my way up there and earn that spot. And he earned it, and it's like such a talented kid, such a good kid with a BMX dad. Like it reminds me of my story, but in Japan, it's super cool, you know. And
that's an amazing thing with the Olympics is like that kid
opens
has the host
doors.
country.
He literally has like a massive facility now that's like sponsored by a bank.
It looks like a Woodward thing, like from a video game.
Like,
and it's like with the Olympics, like a lot of guys were against it, but it opened that many more doors to other kids in other countries. Like China's building skate parks. Like they had Rob Darden, like a legend. Opportunities were incredible, you know, and it's going to continue to open all these doors despite all these like tense interactions with everyone at the course. But like
that's how Dew Tour was though, when there was so much money up for grabs at each one of these things.
I got
you know,
to ride
like
a few.
There was the cool dudes, and then there was really serious guys throwing their bikes. It's like your country paying you or this big contest paying you. Money is going to make people a little crazy when it comes down to not pulling a rollout or something, you know, like
it's understandable.
It's stressful. And I get it when a lot of the guys only have that, you know, and it's like they want to work every single day for that weekend, you know. But like I said, 17-hour flight across the world to a country you've never been to that got paid by someone else's pocket for you to ride your bike. You better have a good time. So that's my mentality daily. Like despite me,
I went to Tokyo.
Good, that's cool. It's like, and you took the advantage. Like I got my travels paid for, and I didn't ride the contest or whatever it may be, and I might as well enjoy the time here. So it's cool. But, close, and I feel like if we just get it done, I think it'd be cool.
That would be epic.
I'm rooting for you for sure.
It's cool because now I feel like inspired to inspire all these kids in Mexico for the sport to grow that much more. Like I said, all these opportunities will open up not only for me and my family, but for all these kids in Mexico that don't have financial support. Skate parks will potentially get built. Like I know it will.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
Like, if I do my part, then the federation in Mexico will see there's potential. You know, Olympic athletes, they're going to put everything they can to support the sport that I love, and that's the goal. I think
the scene in Mexico is incredibly strong.
Incredible.
And there's so many incredible riders.
And they're so passionate about it, and the people that know BMX that don't even ride love it. So it's like, it's cool. I have a super supportive fan base and group of friends and people that just follow me and inspire me to be better daily. So that's the goal. Let's get it done, I think.
You got that.
Should we keep talking about fees?
Yeah. How do you do a fees run?
Let's talk.